Thank you and welcome to the show for today. You are watching Perspectives and I am host Alana McLaughlin. This morning my guests are Miss Christina Sutton and Mr. Kendred Sides of Candy Creations Nashville, here to discuss their backgrounds, their work, the impact that they've had on Music City, and the impact that they seek to continue having on our community. Guys, I want to thank y'all for just sharing a little bit of your time with me. And to get this ball rolling in this first segment, I want to talk baby Kendred and baby Christina years. Anybody's free to start, but start from as young as you can remember. Tell me where you're from, what life looked like as a child, what you were into, and we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you so much for the intro, Alana. So actually, me and Kendred are both from the same hometown. We are Pensacola, Florida, born and raised from military families. So both of our parents were in the military. Baby Christina was born in the Navy Hospital in Pensacola, Florida. So we had deep Navy and military roots. So both me and Kendred, raised in a two-parent household with strong foundation, loving, supporting parents that just always loved and nurtured us and just threw care and inspiration into us. So baby Christina always had the entrepreneurial spirit in me. If you could time travel, you would literally see me in kindergarten with a little bag of beef jerky that my dad made and a little bag of pork skins that he made, and I put it in a brown paper bag and I sold it for $5 to the kids. I don't know how that was.
That's right.
I don't know how that was legal, but that was literally 5-year-old me. So that, when my mom kind of said, when I was doing that, she kind of knew I always had that gift of being able to spread what we loved, which is food. So it's so funny how it all comes back full circle now with our own business. But yeah.
Now, Kendra, do you have just kind of similar experiences with food or with early entrepreneurship? Tell me kind of what those baby years looked like.
Yes, for me, baby years looked like outside, playing basketball, come from a strong military family, so my dad instilled values, hard work, and like my wife here, I used to sell candy to school too. So we would get candy from the store on the way walking to school, take that candy and then, kind of distribute it throughout the school. So that same kind of entrepreneurial background there. So I've always had those values, but that's why it doesn't feel like I'm doing something that I'm not used to. So we feel like we're living in our purpose. Yes, ma'am.
Now take me through later childhood into just youth and adolescence. Again, tell me hobbies. Tell me what life looked like. Were you guys in the church?
Yes.
Were you guys impacted by siblings, cousins? Were you into basketball? Again, take me through the journey.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I had the most amazing childhood, adolescence experience. So, yep, we were every Sunday, church every Sunday morning, Sunday school, children's church. My mom was a children's church teacher all the way till I was 18 years old. So even I volunteered to be children's church teacher. So we were deep in that. School was so important with me. I was the ultimate nerd. I loved reading books. I loved doing science experiments. I loved anything science, math. I actually grew up wanting to be a doctor until I figured out how many years of school you have to go through. I diverted that track. But I've always loved science, always books. I'm a big tech person. So, video games and summer days. And man, this was the childhood when you can go and play outside and come back when the lights turn on. So that was my experience, all outdoors. On the bikes, on the trampolines. I mean, it was just a great experience all the way from every year, all the way through high school. And then when we decided to get to college, I mean, go back to high school years, we both had jobs at 15 years old. Yeah. So we had hustle mentality. Yeah, McDonald's was my first job. McDonald's was his first job.
Not at the same McDonald's.
Not at the same one. But actually, we met at Chuck E. Cheese. So that is where we both met. 17 years old, senior year, we had a summer job together.
Now, y'all, that deserves its own segment in itself. And we're going to pick back up in our second segment about being 17, the Chuck E. Cheese experience. Chuck is happy.
He actually volunteered to be the big Chuck on my first day. My first day, they said, everybody has to be the big Chuck E. Cheese. And I was scared. I was like, okay. And then he comes out of the pizza area because he's whipping up pizzas, and he was like, I'll be the Chuck for you. I didn't know it right then, but that was his
Right.
like
Love
game
at first
plan.
sight. Yo,
Yeah.
we're gonna pick back up
Okay.
on this amazing story and just how all these experiences led y'all to Nashville, Tennessee, and led y'all to the work that y'all do today. I encourage our viewers to tune into the second segment of Perspectives, where Christina, Kendred, and I will return to discuss their work, their background, and the impact that they seek to leave on Nashville. Welcome to the second segment of the show for today. You are watching Perspectives, and I am host Alana McLaughlin. This morning on the show, I have Christina Sutton and Kendred Sides of Candy Creations Nashville here to discuss their work, their background, and the impact that they've had on our local community. In our first segment, Christina and Kendred set up their early lives in Pensacola, Florida. We set up early business and entrepreneurial experiences, and we left off at a really wholesome and kind of almost funny point in our first segment, discussing how Kendred and Christina met at 17 years old working at Chuck E. Cheese. We're coming right back in. He was your big Chuck.
Yeah, he is the big child.
And it was up from there.
Yes.
Tell me again just about meeting one another, and then tell me about just maintaining that relationship through college, what college
Yes.
looked like, and take me through the journey that led y'all to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, so we had an amazing high school years, and then after that we graduated, and we both actually went to different spaces. So I went to Tampa for college my freshman year at USF, where I was pursuing a biomedical science degree, and then Kendred was pursuing his basketball life. So he was in school playing college ball, and we were long distance, and we were doing that for a few years, but we did have a real human experience. Sometimes you got to let things go, the things to come back. So, you know, it was a little off and on and here and there, different cities. We lived together for a little while. We just separated for a little while. But all in all, it was just growth that needed to happen. Growth, maturity, and building ourselves as individuals. And then I always knew that if anything was going to come back, that's what needed to happen. The growth and the perspective of, you know what, if it's real love, love will always be there. Love will always come back to you. So fast forward, I'm in New York City. So I'm in New York City.
Backtrack.
Yeah.
Hold on. In these college years, while
Yes.
you're pursuing your degree, and you guys have your different kind of niches and hobbies, what did you guys think in these collegiate years that you were going to do for work?
So here's the thing, I didn't know. I dropped out of school. And I pursued modeling. That's what brought me to New York. So it's really so crazy. What was actually happening is that I was not believing in myself as much as I should have been believing in myself. And I was taking outside, I would not say knowledge, but just outside perspectives and seeing that I wasn't really looking like how other people looked on the screen and TV, and saying that I wasn't good enough. Until I started getting maybe a few people here and there every time, oh, do you model? Do you model? Do you model? And people were like, you should model. And I was like, what? I'm a big girl, like I'm 200 something pounds. What do you mean? I'm not beautiful enough to do that. But when I did start to receive all of this input, I said, you know what? Maybe I can do this. Maybe there is a spot for me. And I really started to build my self-esteem and doing self-esteem practices. That is really important for young women out there. That's really important. You know, talk to yourself in the mirror, dance in the mirror. So yeah, with all those self-esteem practices and then the goals in mind, I knew if I was going to model, I was going to go to the biggest city and do it. So I saved my money for a whole year, and I packed my bags, me and my dog, and we moved to New York City, and I pursued modeling, and I was there for 6 years, modeling and working.
Now, where was Kendred in these 6 years?
Still playing college basketball.
Still playing college basketball. Here in Nashville, started at a small Christian college. Eventually transitioned and graduated from Tennessee State University. Go Big Blue with a psychology degree. So in those years, I was still figuring things out as well. And like Christina, I played basketball in high school all my years, but honestly, I wasn't the best at basketball, but I loved it. I was always a hard worker. That was instilled from my dad. But the Christian school here gave me an opportunity to play basketball, and that was one of my dreams too. So, like she said, I had to build that confidence, practice, talk to some people with the right knowledge, and I was able to play college basketball. And she moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and
After New York.
Now, what school was that?
It was Welch College. Yeah, it was called Welch College. And then after that was done, I transitioned to TSU. So Tennessee State University.
All right, y'all. Now, upon graduation from TSU and upon your transition to Nashville, what is life looking like at this point? What are you guys doing for work? Where are your passions? What are your worries?
Yes.
What did life look like at that point?
So we need to bring it back to that time frame was during COVID. So I would like to, sometimes I call myself a COVID creator because I was deep in the corporate world, and then when that job ended, I just didn't know what to do. So I just had to figure it out. I was like, what do I love? What do I love? And I love cooking. So I just started whipping up some fresh treats, and I mean on unemployment with no idea what I was going to do. Started whipping up treats and selling them at his job. And so I was literally first started making caramel apples and candy apples, and then on Fridays his co-workers would put in the order and we delivered it on Friday. And then next thing you know, it just started. This was back in 2020, 2021, and it started snowballing from, we're like, okay, this is a couple $100 that we started getting. So we're like, okay, maybe this is something that is not just a drop off or a little niche. Like maybe we can actually make a business out of this. And I told Kendred, I said, I'm never clocking back in again. I'm never going back to work for another individual again. So that, and I have not. So 2020, I have not clocked in since 2020.
Shout out to God.
Amen.
Amen.
So yeah.
Now take me through, I mean, seriously, starting a business, putting this thought into fruition. Take me through what that looked like. Tell me the highs and the lows. At this point, you guys are cooking. Are you guys on kind of one paycheck at this point?
Yes. So it's his paycheck, my unemployment, and and the little money that we were getting from the treats that we were selling. So I said, and I knew that clock was running out. So I said, so actually, it's really crazy how God works, because my boss that fired me at COVID a year prior called me and said they want me to come back. And he said, you don't even have to be in New York. I'm going to send all the equipment to you. I'm going to send the box to you. I'm going to send the phone to you. I'm going to send the computer. And he did. I said, oh, okay. Like, I didn't know. We were doing good with the business, but it wasn't anything concrete. And I knew that that was a steady paycheck. But God stopped that. God... A week, I had the equipment in my house, setting it up. HR called me and said, there's something with the taxes. You can't work it with us no more because the taxes in Tennessee code won't work with the New York code. So I sent all the stuff back. Next thing you know, the business is in full effect. Candy Creations Nashville is now a full-time business. And we said we need to go ahead and make this serious. And move in fear. Move in fear. Move in fear. If it's not scary, then it's not big enough. Like that's the goal. If it scares you, then it must be big. Anything worth having is hard work.
Yes.
And it's a scary move. It's a scary move to have people believe in your product. I didn't even know if people were going to even like eat my stuff. I just know it was good, but you know that self-doubt creeps in.
And we're going to pick back up on just going forward with nothing but God. And we're going to talk about the beautiful result that's had and the impact that you guys have had on Nashville. I encourage our viewers to tune into the final segment of Perspectives to hear this powerful story of how Kendred and Christina have bet on themselves, they bet on their talent, and the impact that they've had on Music City. Welcome to the final segment of the show for today. For viewers just tuning in, I am host Alana McLaughlin, and you are watching Perspectives. This morning, I've had Mrs. Christina Sutton and Mr. Kendred Sides here of Candy Creations Nashville. Excuse me, y'all, I'm excited because what we're about to get into is worth being excited for. But I've had my two guests here to discuss their work, their background, the impact that they've had on their communities. And in this final segment, we're talking about all things Candy Creations Nashville. We've set up the foundations of this business, the foundations of the business owners, and now we're talking about what this brand looks like, ways to purchase, the unique offerings that they have, and ways that Perspectives viewers can support this duo. Y'all, we're coming right back in.
Yes, we're right back.
Take it away. Start with whatever you want to start with. Tell me about these items and these products.
Yes. So I just have to break it down. The Candy Creations Nashville is a Southern sweets and snacks shop. Everything that you will taste from our shop is things that we love, we eat family recipes, passed down knowledge that we've had just accumulated over the years of our life, and just never thought that this would be just such a big hit. We always knew we loved it, but we are so happy, and just with being in business for 4 years now, just the spread and the impact, and we call this the life-changing pecan brittle because this literally changes people's lives. So my motto in life is, you know, it might sound a little cheesy, but if you're not first, be the best. If you can't be the first at it, be the best at it. This is the best brittle right here. We feel like we have the best caramel popcorn, the best praline pecans that you'll probably probably ever tasted. And so a big thing about us too is that it's fresh.
Yes.
It's no preservatives. It's locally made. It's, you know, it's small batch. That's a huge word now, small batch. You never know what you're getting in these grocery stores. Now, I have so many customers at the markets and the pop-up markets and the festivals are saying that they want to know where their food's coming from.
Yes.
And it's really important now. More people are really clocking in to say, hey, I want to really I want to see the person who made this. I want to, like, when I hand it to somebody, it looks, it's almost like they're at ease. Like, it's good, and they know who made it, and they know it's fresh, and then that's just, so that is our motto. Like, that is what we, like, really strive to do.
That's what we strive on, to be more personable and less transactional. So when you come to our store, you'll realize that we have an experience that no one has. We talk with our customers, they come in, they bring family back. So we're a hidden gem.
We're hugging and everything when everybody gets there. Like, we're at the farmers market. Like,
do y'all take, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm so excited. I'm like thinking of all the possibilities. Do you guys take custom orders or like catering orders?
Oh, all the time. Now we're at the point to where we do custom orders, staff appreciation events, baby showers, wedding receptions.
Uber Eats and DoorDash as well.
Oh, wow.
Uber Eats and
Online
DoorDash.
shop, we can ship. They make great gifts. We're very busy around the holiday time. That's our busiest.
Because I'm already thinking, my grandparents come from Arkansas, and they love peanut patties, peanut brittle, all the things, but they're so hard to come by, especially nowadays. And when they are, they're in the gas stations. They've been sitting for a while.
They've been sitting for a little bit.
We have to go at least 2 hours outside of Nashville to find these treats.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Y'all.
They all come, like, this is my aunt's recipe right here. Like, I always tell everybody, it has a story. She made this every Christmas. This was your gift that you got from the family. Like, everybody was fighting over the bags. Even if you had a bag, you were still fighting for everybody else's bag. And then she taught me how to make this. So I named it after her. This is Aunt Liz's famous pecan brittle. And it is crunchy, buttery, don't stick to your teeth. And that's why it's the thing. We took the hassle away from eating brittle. So that's why a tour guide recommendation, like all the tour guides will say, come and try Candy Creations. Make sure you try their brittle. It will change their life. It literally changes people's lives.
And change your brittle perspective. It sure will.
Kendred has this candy pecans that are very popular.
Got the glazed candy praline pecans. What's special about these pecans that we make these every morning and we omit the corn syrup. So the corn syrup, without the corn syrup, you'll notice a very soft bite. So they don't even get hard over time.
They just stay
the best
soft,
compliment
buttery.
I've ever had was somebody left these out on the table for 3 months. He came back, still soft bite. So that's what we pride ourselves on.
First-hand testimony came by the shop just to tell us that they were still good 3 months later. Yes.
So we pride ourselves in the soft bite and roasting them lightly for you all.
But it's not just this, girl. We got all the snacks and treats. I mean, we have caramel apples, candy apples, seasonal treats like peach cobbler, that recipe that I got from his grandmother, strawberry shortcake, banana pudding. I mean, all the
we even do Cajun
Southern bowl peanuts. Those are very popular.
Nashville hot chicken popcorn as well. So
all the popcorns.
Dill pickle popcorn, spicy dill pickle popcorn, barbecue popcorn. So
I mean, is there somewhere to sleep? I got the itis in the shop because I'm on the way.
We're gonna tuck some pillows under there for you, Alana, because you're gonna need like these treats later on tonight, girl. We're gonna get you hooked. I already know it. I already know.
I know. Look, I'm already just like devising the plans. I'm like, I need to get like away from everybody, like, under the covers with this. Y'all, tell me the impact that you seek to leave through this food. I already know that it's putting that smile on people's faces and filling them with that joy. But in your own words, tell me the impact impact that Candy Creations seeks to leave on Nashville?
We are all about community. We are all about community. Candy Creations Nashville is community. Whenever you come, you feel it from us. So we're going to give you that back. And that's what the main thing is. I mean, we are also going to be working on a nonprofit soon. So we're going to be working with the kids and getting the kids involved and getting them with like maybe some educational rewards for like report cards, maybe some cash for rewards program. We're working on that. So that's
Mixed
just
with some
another way.
culinary skills
And mixed with
too.
some culinary. Like our kids even love to cook now.
yeah.
And we got 2 boys. So we're like, you know what, get the boys in the kitchen too. It's cool to cook.
Yeah, it
It's cool to be a chef. Like, that's not just a girl thing. Like, come on.
Yes.
Everybody can enjoy the joy of cooking, and something sweet makes you happy. And we just love the impact that even if it's just a little smile on your face and you just know that this is going to make you happy, then I feel like I did my job. Like, I could sell 1 bag with 1 smile and be fulfilled.
Y'all, how can people shop? Take me through websites, contact information, physical locations, pop-up events. Give me all the ways that people can take home these awesome treats.
Yes, so I mean, first and foremost, Nashville Farmers Market.
Nashville Farmers Market.
Every day we're open. Our shop is open every single day. We do lunch rush from 11 to 2, Monday through Thursdays. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're open from 9 to 4. So like literally you can catch us every single day. But we're getting busier now, so we're at the 12 South Farmers Market on Tuesdays, which is a beautiful market. And we'll also be in Murfreesboro, Franklin, Wilson County. I mean, we're all over, but to know for real where we're popping up at, you got to follow our social media. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, and then you can really know what events that we'll be at ahead of time too.
And plug in those social media handles.
Absolutely. Candy Creations Nashville, all throughout all social media platforms. So Facebook,
Instagram.
TikTok, and Instagram, Candy Creations Nashville.
And through these outlets, can people put in like their catering orders, custom?
100%.
Or should they go through your website?
100%. Either way, we have the Instagram will take you to the link to our online shop. You can also send us a DM if you ever want to do a custom order. We do catering events, so I can always shoot an email out with the catering menu to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And again, thank you. Is there anything? The work speaks for itself. My mouth watering speaks for itself. But are there any just a final word of advice that you want to give to Nashville, or just anything before I let y'all go and go devour these?
I would say if we were to speak to the entrepreneur, we would say just do it. Just do it. Do it. Unplug. Unplug yourself. Leave that corporate hustle and do what your dream is. And some people's dream is the corporate hustle, but if it's not, don't stay in anything that's not fulfilling you. Do what you love. Find what you love and do it, and it's never work. I know that sounds cheesy, but it really is. If you're doing what you love every day, it's not going to be working. It will pay off.
So right. Thank y'all for the work that you're doing and the impact that y'all are having on Nashville.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for blessing us with these beautiful
You're so
snacks.
welcome.
I am so excited to just get into these bags, but seriously, thank y'all for putting a smile on my face and a smile on my tummy.
Thank you.
And to my viewers, thank you for the opportunity to share one more perspective, one more story that matters to Nashville. Good morning.